Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. I'd like to call the meeting to order and acknowledge that we're in Treaty 1 territory, the home and traditional lands of the Anishinaabe, Ojibwe, Innu, Cree, and Dakota peoples, and in the national homeland of the Red River Métis. Our drinking water comes from Shoal Lake 40 First Nation in Treaty 3 territory. My name is Lynn Nesbitt, and I will be chairing today's panel. Joining me on the panel are Kent Sealand and Kevin Stephenson, both via Zoom. Our administrative personnel is Crystal Harland, and our assessor is Catherine Mendoza. We will be hearing applications for revision of the assessment roll in accordance with the Municipal Assessment Act. The matters for which revision is requested have been described in each application, and we will limit discussion to those matters. The statements that are made at this hearing are sworn testimony, and anyone speaking to the matters must be sworn in. Be advised that comparisons of assessments of properties are not considered evidence of market value by the Board of Revision. The Board of Revision is appointed annually by Council and is independent of it and the City Administration. It makes its decisions on the basis of the evidence provided at this hearing and issues a written order that will be mailed to all parties as soon as possible. Please note that the board's decisions with respect to an application may be appealed to the Manitoba Municipal Board if the matter pertains to assessed value or classification, or to the Court of King's Bench if the matter pertains to the application of exemptions from taxation. Should you wish to appeal, information on how to do so will be included with the board's order. With respect to the hearing process, I'll confirm the points of appeal with your property to be addressed with each applicant following the swearing in. We will then have the assessor's testimony, followed by questions that the applicant may have, and then the applicant's testimony followed by questions. Each side will have an opportunity to summarize if they wish. Once all of the evidence about an application has been brought forward, the applicant may leave. The process will repeat for each item on the docket today. The session will close after all the applications have been heard, and the board will deliberate in private and make its decisions. You will receive the board's decision by registered mail as soon as possible. As information, all public hearings are live streamed, recorded, and will be part of the public record. We will hear items 1 and 5 on our docket today. Mrs. Harlan, please affirm the assessor's and applicant's testimony.
Yes, Madam Chair. Assessor, would you please state your full name?
Catherine Mendoza.
Thank you. Do you affirm that the evidence you're about to give at this hearing is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. Please be seated.
Thank you.
And Ms. Harland, I understand that there is no applicant present for 390 Assiniboine item number 1?
Yes,
Okay.
they haven't showed up as of right now.
Okay, so we'll put that one to the bottom of our agenda, and then we'll begin with item number 5.
Yes, thank you. Madam Chair, I'll swear in the applicant.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Thank you. Would you please state your full name? Isabel Galbraith. Thank you. Do you affirm that the evidence you are about to give at this hearing is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you. Would you please have a seat over here?
Good morning, Ms. Galbraith and
Hello.
Ms. Mendoza.
Good morning.
Okay, so we will start with Ms. Mendoza giving her evidence, and then Ms. Galbraith, you'll have an opportunity to ask her questions, and then we will ask questions, and then you will present your information, okay? Okay, so Ms. Mendoza, you can start, please.
All right, thank you. Subject roll number is 0800-388-4100. The address is 63 Trafford Park, located in the Worthington neighborhood area 517. The building type is 2-story. It is a row house. Its location is in the middle. Year built is 1976. Effective year built is 1981. Living area is 1,266 square feet, has a full basement, has a basement finish, has one full bath, has 2 half baths, has a central air conditioning. The assessed lot size is 2,034 square feet, and it is adjacent to a commercial establishment. I'm presenting to you today 3 comparable sales located in the same neighborhood and located within the vicinity of the subject property. And these are neighbor properties. The assessed value for the subject property is 274,000 with a total price per square foot of $216.43. We're now going to proceed with the 3 comparable sales. Comparable 1 is the subject property. And it sold on March 12, 2021 for $233,000 with a sale price per square foot of $184.04. And time adjusted sale price is $238,800. Time adjusted sale price per square foot is $188.63. While the other 2 comparable properties will have a sale range of $234,000 and $265,000. And a sale price per square foot of $184.83 and $289.32. Sorry, $209.32 per square foot. Time adjusted sale price is between $232,400 and $263,100. The time adjusted sale price per square foot ranges between $183.57 to $207.82. Based on the evidence that the owner has provided, I am recommending a value to reduce the assessment from $274,000 to $239,000 or $188.78 per square foot to better reflect the market value date change of April 1st, 2023. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Mendoza. And can you repeat those numbers? I was hearing $239,000 is your recommendation?
Yes, that's
and that
correct.
works out to
$188.78 per square foot.
Okay, thank you very much. Ms. Galbraith, the assessor is recommending that your assessment be reduced based on some of the evidence that you've brought.
Yeah.
Do you accept that assessor's reduction?
I do, and I do agree with it as well.
Okay, thank you very much for that. Mr. Seelan or Mr. Stephenson, do you have any questions about the assessor's recommendation?
I don't, Madam Chair, thank you.
Mr.
Nope.
Stephenson?
No questions at this time, thank you.
Yes, and Ms. Mendoza, I noted that one of your comparables is indeed the subject property.
That's
And
correct.
the sale was quite a bit less than the amount that was on the assessment roll.
That's
So we appreciate you making that reduction to reflect the actual market value of the property. So thank you very much for that. Okay, then that will conclude item number 5. Thank you for coming in, Ms. Galbraith. Pretty
Thank you so
short.
much, guys, for your time.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Have a great day, guys. Thank you. You too. Thank you. Very smoothly. I'll do that. Thank you.
Okay, and Ms. Harland, there is still no applicant for item number 1?
There is not.
Okay, so Ms. Mendoza, the panel will go in camera and make its decision on whether or not we will hear this application without the applicant being present. So if you can just excuse us for a few minutes, please.
Okay.
Thank you very much. The panel has deliberated and decided that we will hear item number 1 in absence of the applicant. So Ms. Mendoza, you may begin your presentation on item number 1, please.
All right, thank you, Madam Chair. Subject roll number is 12097807400. It's located in condo number 1037. The address is 390 Assiniboine Avenue, unit 1401 in neighborhood Broadway, Assiniboine 165. The building style is an apartment style building. The year built and effective year built is 2018. It's located on the 13th story of a 23-story building. It's in a corner location. It's 849 square feet, has 2 bedrooms, has one full bathroom, has one half bath and one shower, has central air conditioning, has in-suite laundry, has a balcony, has one indoor parking, and has no view feature. The 2025 assessment value is $419,000, or a total assessment per square foot of $493.52. I'm presenting to you today for comparable sales located in the same condo complex and the same address. All are identical to the subject property, except for comparable 3, which has a multi-family view feature. The sale price ranges between $416,659 to $461,565. The sale price per square foot ranges between $490.76 to $543.66. The time adjusted sale price ranges between $411,000 to $453,300, and the time adjusted sale price per square foot ranges between $484.10 to $533.92. Based on my evidence I provided you today, I'd like to ask the board to maintain the assessment value of $419,000 or $493.52 per square foot to better reflect the April 1, 2023 market value. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Seelan, do you have questions for the assessor?
Yes, I just have one question. The multifamily view feature, can you describe what that is?
Yes, a multifamily view feature is that one is an apartment. So it's right, the subject property is right across an apartment, and that comparable 3 has a view of that apartment building.
Okay, thank you. That's all my questions, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Mr. Stephenson?
No questions at this time, thank you.
I also have some questions, Ms. Mendoza. Now, I was looking at the applicant's evidence, and he brought with him a list of condo sales. I couldn't find any of the comps that you brought in that list of condo sales. Do you have a comment on that?
I actually don't know why we don't have my comparable sales in our sales books. I'm not quite sure. I don't have an answer. I'm sorry.
Okay. It just struck me as odd. And then the one that he did have, of course, you didn't include as a comp, probably because is it a corner suite or is the one that he brought?
Or which
806.
806. I actually, if the applicant was present today, I did actually had a rebuttal for this because I did include that on my rebuttal. However, the applicant is not present today.
No, that's fine. You can't. But I think you could tell me where it's located within the building because I'm asking about that.
Oh, yes. It's in a corner location. And I did indicate on my rebuttal, which I don't think you would be able to see that today. It does have a balcony. However, because I was looking at the balcony view, it looks like subjectively the balcony is a little bit more, I would say, inferior than all the other balconies in the condo complex. Because the balcony is kind of located, like it would see the bottom suite's balcony and it's also seeing the adjacent balcony right away. Okay. So it's kind of an obstructed view, sort of.
Okay. Are all suites in this building in a corner?
No, not all.
Okay. Did I have another question? I see that all of the sales, with the exception of one, the time adjusted has gone down.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so maybe you can enlighten me then. The subject sold in 2021. The assessment's very close to that. So would your 2025 assessment be time adjusted?
I don't have an answer. I'm sorry. It should be, but I believe, based on our time adjustment, the time adjustment was dipping in 2022. So the time adjustment for the 2021 sale would have increased, except for the 2022 sales, which would be dipping down. So for this one in particular, it's stayed kind of the same.
Okay. Okay. That's all the questions I did have. I had some for the applicant, but obviously he's not here. So thank you, Ms. Mendoza, for your presentation today.
I think you're welcome.
Presentations, I guess. And we've heard, now that we've heard item 5, we've heard all items scheduled today, and this hearing is now adjourned.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for coming in today.
Thank you. Have a good
I'm
week.
sorry we weren't there with you.
That's okay.
I'll take this offline now, Madam Chair.
Thank you very much.